Today's DIP class, we did these things. It's the 8th lesson and it's the 9th of September. And we looked at natural approach, experiential language learning, post methods, eclectic learner. And tonight we're doing a quiz. And next week we have a guest speaker and assignment review. And then the following week is the assignment due. So we talked about natural approach, which was all of this. And Steve Krashen's 5 hypotheses of SLA. And then the experiential approach or experiential learning approach, which is this one. And that was started way back 500 odd years ago, or 350 BC, by Aristotle, who's saying learning by doing is the best way to learn, but refined by Piaget and then by Kolb. And that's just by experimenting, by doing, by always acting out, being interactive, learning with your peers, with the teacher controlling or coaching the class. So, experiential learning really is just learning by experiencing. And then we have the eclectic approach, which basically means the approach that you take when you're combining the various approaches and methods. Eclectic approach. And then we talked about post-method pedagogy. Well, there's no right way to teach. So we talked about the differences between the methods and approaches. And then we had a general chat about classroom issues. So which approach is best and which type of class would we use which approach in. And the natural approach or the experiential learning approach is okay, but what do you do for classes that you can't do them in? So very heavy with content knowledge. So we talked about what to do with those classes. And how to be flexible or inflexible, and if you lose classroom control, management issues, what to do. And then we summarise post-method pedagogy by looking at 3 Ps, which is particularity and practicality and possibility, as I summarised here. Particularity refers to seeking to facilitate the advancement of context-sensitive, location-specific pedagogy that is based on true understanding of local linguistic, socio-cultural and political particularities. And practicality is when the teacher learns from her mistakes. So you have your own beliefs, you have the documented proof in books and whatnot, and you use it in class, and then you reflect, and then you use it again to improve. And possibility is just the branching out to tap to the socio-political consciousness that participants bring with them to the classroom. So those 3 Ps we need to consider when we're looking at which approach method to use. As Mr. Kamaravidevulu mentions in his book. So he says that the post-method pedagogy is about facilitating the growth and development of teachers. So he mentions we have to use those 3, particularity, practicality and possibility in deciding. And then after that I gave them a homework task, which is due tonight, which is that they're going to be comparing those. And that was the end of our lesson today.